Hello fellow geeks and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather and I'm glad you're here. Right now it is a super rainy afternoon, but it's a good time to wrap things up for the month of October. That's right, it's time for another monthly update where I let you know how training has been going, what new gear or equipment or items that I've tried out, new medals that I've gotten for different races, different things that I'm involved in, and overall what's going to be coming up on the channel in the next month. So let's go ahead and jump in with training. So first long run of the month, and past couple of days have been a little bit hectic. I had time to get some hill repeats in on Thursday and a walk in yesterday, but things were just really busy. Things kept piling up and I couldn't get any workouts done or anything, and I was really apprehensive about today's long run because I knew I had set it for 11 miles, no walk breaks, because I'm still working towards that half marathon with no walk breaks. And anyway, set out, weather's perfect, nice breeze, it's not too warm, and just kept it at a very easy pace, just around 11 to 11 and a half miles, and kept it at a really easy pace around 11 to 11 and a half minutes per mile, but made it all the way through. Had a little bit of foot cramping for the first couple of miles, and back's a little stiff for the last couple of miles, but other than that, first positive feeling that I've had about a run in a little while, so hoping this sets a tone for the rest of the month. I will catch you later. I am out taking a walk because it is a perfect fall evening, but as you can see from the ground behind me, we have had some rain, and it is supposed to rain all day tomorrow. And I have a 16-mile run planned for then. So, looks like that 16 miles will be on the treadmill, so it is what it is. Yesterday, did a threshold run. I figured my threshold would probably be somewhere around 9:30 or so. I was going to try to hold it for 2 miles, and I ended up holding at about 8:24, which was shocking. I was not aware that I could run that fast. So sometimes your running is full of little happy surprises. I have been taking the past few days off of strength training. I have just been super busy and super sore. I just needed some time to recover, but I'm back at it starting on Monday, provided that I survive 16 miles on a treadmill tomorrow. So we'll check in tomorrow and see how it goes. Well, it is Sunday, October 11th, and had a 16, ended up being closer to 17-mile run yesterday. Now, normally I would do my longest run of the month on the third weekend of the month, but it looks like I'm going to be super busy next weekend and didn't have time to squeeze it in, so I just adjusted my training schedule and went all in on 16 miles. We had a lot of rain in the morning, so I started the run on the treadmill, and then the rain cleared up, but I decided I was not going to finish it outside. I'd started it on the treadmill, I was just going to finish on the treadmill. So I think I figured out a good run walk strategy at 90 seconds running, 30 seconds walking at an 11-minute mile, which actually clocks in a little under 11 minutes. And with this training, I am attempting to save up enough energy so that I can run the last 5K with no breaks. So that's the plan. It's been working so far, and feeling pretty good about it. I'm just a little sore, a little tired today, but taking a nice easy walk, kind of stretching my legs out. I'll do a little bit of yoga, and then we'll see how the rest of this week goes. It is Saturday once again, and I did an easy 5K this morning just to stretch my legs out, and now I am camping with the family, and so I am getting a little bit of experience of being out on trails, and it is perfect 65-degree weather, and really enjoying this. So I should definitely do this more often. Training wise, been a good week. I've gotten back into strength training after taking a few days off from last week, and trying to get some more videos recorded and uploaded and all set up ahead of time. So things are going all right. Legs are feeling a little bit better. Runs are getting a lot easier now that the weather's cooling down. So thank goodness fall is here. Nothing really huge to report, but next weekend is my Stack It Up weekend for the Another Mother Runner Led the Run Your With 2.0. So I'll be doing a 5K, a 10K, and a 15K over the course of one weekend. So we will see how that goes. See you next time. So I followed a trail and I found a pond, and on the other side of the trail there's another pond. I think this just goes around the ponds. Cool. So I came around the pond into this field, and if I head back this way, I should come back to where I came. So long as I don't get poison ivy, first trail run is a success. Getting a workout today. We have hiked down to some waterfalls, and we're about to climb up behind it. Good times.
I don't remember the path. Just to get us there.
It is Saturday once again, and I am at the end of a full weekend of the Stack It Up challenge for Another Mother Runner's Love the Run Your With 2.0, and that meant that on Thursday I did a 5K. It actually was 5 miles. I had come from a super busy day, so I warmed up by walking a mile, ran the 5K, and then did a cool down mile. So it was a little bit longer. Friday was the 10K, which overall was pretty slow because the first mile I did a walk with the 7-year-old. I am working him up to being able to do a 5K, but you know, he's learning, so it's all great. And then today ended up doing my 15K on the treadmill because my husband had to travel, so I had to be indoors with the kids. But I got it done, and so now I am walking a couple of miles outside just to be outside. So probably the next you see from me will be the wrap up for the month, and I will see you back in my house.
And here we are back in my house. So as of right now, I am in the middle of PHRC's fall Quidditch, and I am running to support a charity called All-Star Code, and they are dedicated to providing Black children with the opportunities to take computer coding classes to get more of representation in the computer industry as they grow up. It's a great cause, and I'm very happy to be running for them. But I am very tired lately because I'm still trying to stay consistent with my strength training and trying to get as many miles in as possible over the course of the day so that my team can help stay on top of things. So it's kind of a rough week, but still a great way to wrap up the month, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. As you can see from the footage of my training, I've been trying to stay consistent. I've been trying to stay on top of things. Slightly lengthening my longest runs for the month. I believe my longest one this month was between 16 and 17 miles. Again, trying to get myself ready for the Little Rock Marathon in March, which as of this point is still going on. I have a room booked. I am ready to go. I've just got to still kind of wrap my mind around the fact that I am actually marathon training, and I'm trying to kind of hone in on things, making sure that I'm staying on top of strength training in addition to lengthening my long runs to make sure that just all around I am going into this as healthy as I possibly can. As far as new gear and equipment this month, you'll notice that earlier this week I had a video where I tried the limited edition Tailwind Rebuild and Recovery flavored salted caramel. If you'd like to see that, I'm going to put a link up here and down in the description below so that you can catch that. I gave it a try. I am a salted caramel connoisseur and I absolutely loved it. I know they said that if they got enough favorable feedback for this flavor that they might consider putting it in their regular flavor rotation, which I think would be absolutely wonderful because honestly I could drink this stuff all day long. A couple of people have pointed out that yes, I have gotten a new Road ID band for my Apple Watch, and it's one that they were having a special on. Since October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, they were selling the pink plates that you could use as a sidekick for your Fitbit, Garmin, or Apple Watch. So I decided to go ahead and get one of those. That's something that's really important to me, and it was something that I was really needing. I used to wear a Road ID band all the time. Once I got my Apple Watch, I just kind of sort of fell out of the habit of wearing it, and this just makes sure that I have that medical information on me should anything happen. It's got my name, it has contact information for my husband and for my dad, it has medications that I'm on, so should anything happen where I'm not able to give the information myself, then this can speak for me. So it's something that's very useful. It's something that every runner needs to look into having for themselves. So I'm going to put a link down to Road ID if you would like to check them out for yourself. They have wonderful customer service and I highly recommend them. In races that I've done over the month of October, I've done a couple of unboxing videos showing the race swag that I've gotten from a couple of these. First of all was the Batman 10K race. This was a 10K race that is benefiting St. Jude's Hospital, which is one of my favorite charities. So if you would like to participate in that yourself, I'm going to have a link down below. I believe that the race is going on until the end of this year, so there's still a chance for you to get involved if that's something you would like for yourself. Another medal that I did an unboxing for because I had other swag that came with it was the Another Mother Runner Love the Run You're With 2.0 race series, which as you saw, that is something that is still going on. This month I did the Stack It Up Challenge where, as you saw earlier, I did a 5K, 10K, and 15K over the course of one weekend. Really tired afterwards, but glad I did it because I'm learning a whole lot about endurance, how to get my mind around that, and so on. They have one more event that's coming up in this series. It's going to be going on next month, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. You're not going to want to miss that because this one is definitely going to be a challenge for me. And finally, this is one that I did not unbox on the channel, but it's still one that's very special to me. For those of you that are familiar with the Potterhead Running Club, formerly known as Hogwarts Running Club, they have a race at the end of every year called the Platforms 9 3/4 K race. And it's been going on since the creation of PHRC. And since this is year 7 and Hogwarts does not go past year 7, this is the last year that they're going to have that particular race. So I'm looking forward to seeing in the future what they're going to do to replace that race. But since this was the last Platform 9 3/4 race, and it was the, I believe, year 2 9 3/4 race that first got me involved in Potterhead Running Club, it was definitely one that I needed. And I definitely loved the charity that they chose to support with this race, which is Trans Life. If you would like to check them out, I'm going to have a link down in the description so you can hear more about what they do. Again, since it was the last year that they're going to have this particular race, it was definitely something that I wanted to be a part of. So there it is, Platform 9 3/4. We're going to miss you, but I can't wait to see what's going to be coming up next. You'll remember that this summer I participated in the Great Virtual Race across Tennessee, which was put on by Laz Lake, the mastermind behind the Barkley Marathons. And since I did a part of that, I did the 1,000 kilometers across the state of Tennessee. Those of us who finished that were then given the opportunity to race back across Tennessee. And although I was not able to complete the full trip back across Tennessee, I was able to finish 1,000 miles over the course of the summer before the race ended. And so this was the pin that I got in order to commemorate the 1,000 miles that I traveled over one summer. So it was a lot of work and I'm very happy to have gotten this. This is a pretty big achievement for me. I was really happy to have gotten through that. He has come up with a race now called the Circumnavigational Race Around the World, where we compete in groups of 10. We collect all of our miles together and we are going to navigate the entire globe over the course of a year. And so I am with a fantastic group of ladies that have all been working really hard. We have completed Region 1 and we are now quite a bit of ways into Region 2. So stay tuned and I will try to keep you updated on what we're doing as far as our race around the world. But yeah, Laz is at it again and we're crazy enough to do it. Finally, in what is coming up on the channel, there is going to be some more of the Running ABC series. We are nearing the end of the alphabet, so we may have that done by the end of this year. I would like to do some more running history. If there is something that interests you as far as running history, then make sure you drop me a comment and let me know what it is you'd like to know about, because I can add that to my list of different things that I can research and talk about. I've also had some interest in doing a either day in the life or what I eat in a day videos. So especially since I'm doing marathon training, just kind of what is it I eat in order to fuel my runs and my exercise over the course of a day. So yeah, if that's something that you'd like to see, then definitely let me know and I will try to make that happen this month. I also have an app review that's in the works, which is something that I hope that you're going to enjoy. I've done app reviews before and I've really enjoyed doing those, and they seem to be fairly popular on the channel, so I will definitely try to keep those coming. But like I said, this particular one is one that's going to be very significant around this time of year, so stay tuned. That's it for the month of October, going strong into the month of November, trying to stay on top of marathon training as it gets colder outside and definitely rainier. I do have a turkey trot that is coming up next month, and it's one that's just a little bit special to me, and I'll tell you a little more about it next month. So make sure that you stay tuned. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so that you don't miss that or any of the other running content that I have coming out on this channel all the time. You can also follow me on social media. I'm available over most platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thank you so much for being here. I am so glad to have gone through another month with you, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the future. Happy running. Make sure you hit them.